Alright. Hopefully this will be the last part of this game. Please God, let it be the last part of the game. I've been playing this thing for literally 11 hours. And the game did not need to be 11 hours long. A lot of it was filler content, which I did not expect the game. And trust me, I know what filler content is. I watch a lot of anime.
Comrade Moscovin, you must support me on this. Or else, some inconvenient details might surface concerning your brother's death. I overheard one conversation between your brother and his advisor about the threat you pose and ways to eliminate it.
What the hell? Threat? We're brothers!
He thinks you feel bypassed, cheated. He fears you will overthrow him.
He's totally mad. Totally. I'm going to give him an earful.
Words alone will not avert his assassination plans. No, you must strike first.
He was tricked.
Maxim, brother, I'm so pleased that we finally made up. It was a fight over nothing. Let's have a drink.
Sure, brother.
What? It is unanimous. Maxim Leonidovich Moskvin has been elected the new Secretary General of the party.
Silent treatment. What are you looking at me with those honest eyes for? It was your fault. Who wanted me dead? Corbett sold you out. And now, he's got me by the balls. All because of you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, brother. There's no forgiveness for me. But even so, What was I out loud? Ah, I see. So you gave me something. Just like I gave something to brother. Yes. Yes! I did. I poisoned him. But Corbett, I'm a fool. I thought he wanted to save me. And he just took the power. Took me by the throat. And he's storming the D6 now. And there's that virus.
His lips are not moving.
And if that falls into Corbett's hands, the end.
But you are the leader. Order him. Call the troops back. Stall them at least. Buy some time to make a deal. What kind of a...
There's nothing more we can do here.
Spineless.
Hurry! Faster! To the platform! Damn them, I'm not surrendering D6. Follow me!
Okay, ending cinematic. Heavy armor. Nice, nice. I'm becoming a big daddy. More cinematic. Okay.
it will be bad for everyone if you lose? Then I have to save them. My family. You're good, Artyom.
Really? Even though I killed everybody during this playthrough?
He is gone. He did what he could. And now he is gone to meet his kin. I can't judge him for that. The remainders of humanity are finishing each other off in their final fight. It is not his war. I hope he was able to forgive us. Me. For what we did to his brothers and sisters. His mother and father.
Alright, final sequence, I guess.
Well, Moskvin wasn't bullshitting this time. The red line's advancing on 3 sides. My brothers in arms, I am not a man for speeches, but here it is. You are the most dedicated, most courageous soldiers in the Metro. Each of you is worth 5 reds. If you simply do the job you were trained to do, we'll win this battle! Sparta! To battle! Sparta!
Okay. Charge! Charge foolishly into their heavy machine gun line.
Demo squad, that's enough! Get back here!
Check your gear! Shoes tied, zippers up!
Get ready, people.
Huh? Whoa. Hi. Okay, it's not that bad. Whoa! Ow! Oh, my ears! tanks.
They've got tanks! Fire platform! Tanks!
Shit! Artyom! Knock those tanks out before they get us all! Second platform! Go! It's going to bury us! You've got to hurry!
We won! We beat them! We really did! You don't fuck with Rangers!
Don't get too cocky! They're still strong! Report the situation, Sergeant.
Colonel, wounded are out of the fire zone and headed to the evac point.
Well done. Regroup and get ready. They're going to go at it again any moment now.
Yes, sir.
Oh my. Oh yeah. Come on, boys. Come to Papa. Oh my god. I bet you weren't expecting this.
Keep them at a distance!
Ammo. I need ammo. Oh no! I killed myself. Okay. Well, I have to do that entire sequence again. Yay! I love doing entire sequence again. Sure, it was my own fault, but damn. Who needs a heavy machine gun when you have precision accuracy?
Looks like we did it. Great job, everyone.
Woo!
Listen up, people. I hoped it wouldn't come to this, but it did, so... Fuck. The facility is rigged for demolition. I gave the order back in Polis. Now that we've lost D6, our only option is to destroy it.
No!
Count us in, sir. What the hell? Nobody lives forever.
What the hell is this? Shit! Not again!
They used a train? Wow.
Secure the perimeter! Cover the exits! Stay alert, men!
Save your voice, Kirillov. Here, there are only dead Spartans. I feel a bit like Xerxes. What an unforgivable waste of men and resources. So many good soldiers lost. And for what? Police station? The council? Well. All are cleansed by the fires of revolution. What a pleasant surprise, Colonel Miller. Oh, what remains of you?
Artyom, it is time.
And who might this be? Ah, the resourceful young man. Tell me, Artyom, savior of the Metro. Where are you going? Stop him!
Don't be afraid. There is nothing to be afraid of now.
explosion. Just like the first one.
And that's how your papa defeated our enemies and saved the metro.
Was my papa brave?
The bravest of us all, because he was never afraid to embrace the things he didn't understand.
And where did the dark ones go, Mama?
Away to a safe place. But they promised to come back.
Woo! Oh, my. Finally, it's over. Okay, so let's talk about it. Well, before we do, I have to say thank you for you guys dealing with the massive amount of uploads in the past 3 days. I am sorry, but like I said, I am leaving for Europe in, well, I should already be gone by now if you were watching this. So, I had to say is, yeah, that's the only reason. I'll be gone for a week, starting from May 17th, like, so Friday this week, all the way until Friday of next week. So a full week of me being gone. I'll be in Europe, France, Paris, all that stuff. I'm taking a cruise with my family. So that's basically our vacation of the year. Yeah. And that's why you've been seeing a lot of uploads lately. So yeah, that's the reason. Anyways, I thank you guys for watching this entire playthrough, if you guys actually watched the entire playthrough. And I hope you enjoyed it. I have decided to play this game legitimately. I should have, I shouldn't say I should have, I would have cheated, except for the fact that it's goddamn easy. Do you see that? There was a couple of fights in this game to where it pisses me off a little bit. Like the giant shrimp fight where I didn't have enough ammunition. Is that my own fault? Not really. They could have given me like full ammunition for like any type of gun that I'm currently carrying and send me into that fight. They could have done that, but they didn't. They give me like barely any ammunition to do that with. So this game is okay. It's good. And so yeah, that's the whole reason why I didn't cheat. I wanted to show you guys that I can actually play a game, you know, on Ranger mode, which is supposedly very difficult, but it's not. And I'll talk more about that as I explain or talk about this game to you guys. Okay, so that has been the playthrough of Metro Last Light. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy watching it. And I thank you for watching all the way up until now. And I will see you guys next time on a playthrough. If you guys want to sit and listen to my thoughts over this game, I will do it in the credits of this video, basically right now. So if you're still listening, then I am thinking that you might want to listen. So here we go. Let's talk about the graphics of this game. And you might be saying, you can't talk about the graphics. You didn't play this game on the highest setting possible. Is that all the credits? Oh, that was really short. I am shocked. I am so surprised. That is a very short credit. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that is a really short credits. I am so surprised. People should do this more often. That is a very short credit. I love it. Okay, anyways, let's talk about graphics. And as I was saying, how can I talk about graphics when I'm playing this game on low settings? I can still talk about the graphics. Okay, I just have to keep in mind that I didn't run this game on the best setting possible. So overall, the graphics quality is amazing. I really do love it. The aesthetics, the environment, it's just like the first game, very atmospheric, very enclosed in some places, and very open in some places. Now, I don't mean like open as in you can go wherever you want. Open as in like broad daylight sky. You can see further into the distance. Stuff like that. So, overall the graphics is very good. However, there is a couple places in this game where the graphics is not very well optimized. For example, it will load an entire stage ahead of time. That is fine on some parts, but when you do that, you're optimizing your game for stronger computers, for the latest high-tech computer possible. And when you do that, you're limiting a lot of players. Like, not, I would say like anywhere from my spec and less, you will not be able to play this game on a lot of parts. For example, like that bridge part that I complained about, yeah, that was terrible. It loaded the entire bridge. When I looked down that bridge, my frame rate dropped from 60 down to 10. And it's like ridiculous. And I'm sorry, but that is a show of not very well optimized graphics, because when you make a game that is large and when a level is big and you have very good graphics, you do not load the entire level ahead of time. You load part of the level. Example would be you downgrade the graphics from anywhere, let's say 100 feet, that's really short, but let's just say 100 feet. So from 100 feet radius from your character, so 200 feet diameter in total, okay? So 100 feet radius around your character. That is high graphics. Anywhere beyond that, graphics should be downgraded, so that when you look further into the distance, your game doesn't sink in frame rate. That is how you optimize a game. This game didn't do that at all on a lot of parts. Actually, on every part. So, some levels are very well done because it's very small and very dark. So the game didn't have to load a lot. Okay? So, on some parts, I'm getting upwards of 100 frames a second. And like the bridge part, I'm getting 10 frames a second. And it's ridiculous that to go from 100 to 10. This means that some parts of the game are very well optimized, while other parts of the game are not optimized at all. And that is not okay, especially when I die a lot of the times on that level, like 2 or 3 times, to the fact that I can't shoot things because everything is running at 10 frames a second. Is it my own spec fault? Like, you know, is it like my fault for having a low spec computer? Slightly. But when you make a game, you should be considering all your customers. Okay, not just customers who have amazing PCs and amazing graphical capabilities for their PC. Not everybody has that. Not everybody can spend $2,000 to buy 2 Titans. I mean, who has that much money? Okay, not everybody has that much money to spend on their PC. I don't even have that much money, and I would say that I have a pretty decent PC already. You know, I am upgrading it, like I said, over the break up to a 680. That's all I can get up to. Like, I don't have enough money to even get a 690 because it's $1,000 for that graphic card, and I don't have that much money. So again, if you don't optimize your game for everybody, people that have lower spec computers won't be able to play your game. So yeah, and like I said, I've lowered this graphics down to the very minimum, and I'm still getting that frame sync, and it's terrible. So the graphics overall is very good. However, if you do not have a good enough PC to run it, or basically anywhere from like any graphic card that is 3 years or back, you will not be able to play this game. It's just impossible. You will have frame sinks all over the place, and it's just impossible to play. So it's good, except it's not very well optimized for people with lower spec PCs. Moving on, let's talk about the sound. The voice acting in this game, obviously, is meant to be played in Russian voice acting, but I didn't. So let's talk about the English voice acting. The English voice acting from the main character is decent. It's not like amazing. His voice is always very deep and muffled. I guess that's how he's supposed to come out as, but you don't hear him talk a lot except for in loading screens. The characters you do hear talk a lot is Karn is his name? Yeah. So he has decent voice acting, above average, I would say, like better than me. I consider anybody better than me to be above average because I'm an average person and I can voice act averagely. So he has good voice acting. So, but however, on some other parts of the game, yeah, I can do those voice acting too. Like I can just talk. It felt very odd on a lot of parts. Some characters in this game had just bad acting, bad voice acting in total. So there you go. Moving on from voice acting is sounds. Environmental sounds is amazing. Oh my gosh, you hear metal creaking in the background, water drops in the background, just running footsteps all around you. It is amazing. Like you can hear it right behind you, right next to you. It's very well done in sound effects department. The music of this game is very ominous. And I usually don't keep music up for a lot of games, but this is a horror game. And without music, a horror game will never be scary. It just cannot happen, okay? Because you're sitting in front of a TV and you're not there yourself. Music helps in the ambience of the level and makes it a lot creepier in combination with the background noises or sound effects. So the music in this game is very well done, very ominous. Most of the time, it's really creepy, and for me personally, I felt creeped out on a lot of levels, like the obvious scare levels, to where there's no fighting, you just walk through it, and ghosts appear, just noises are around you, and then jump scares now and then. I only got like jump scared twice, I think, over all of this playthrough. Alright. Sound of the gun is very heavy, very realistic, and it just felt good. It just sounds very good. Alright, so speaking of guns, let's move to the gameplay. The gameplay of this game is first-person shooter. Linear first-person shooter. Let me put that in there. It's not open, I would say, to the extent of open world, but it's also not linear to the extent of Call of Duty. What I mean by that is there are certain parts in this game to where you have side rooms. Side rooms, you can go in there, explore it. It's quite decently sized, and you can get a few good items, and then you come back out the same way you enter. And it reminds me a lot of Half-Life. And a lot of this game reminds me a lot of Half-Life. Like the main dark ones in this game looks a lot like the Half-Life aliens. And the level design of this game, meaning like different corridors you can go down to, and different rooms you can enter to explore. Very Half-Life, like very linear open space. Like linear, but still slightly explorable. Let's put it that way. Alright, so I'm playing this on Ranger mode. So let's talk about that. What is Ranger mode? Ranger mode is supposedly the hard difficulty of this game. So I have to say something to you. I don't know because I haven't played it again, but they say it's reduced ammunition, no HUD, that I can affirm that there's no HUD at all, and you take a lot less hits, and you die a lot quicker, obviously, because you take a lot less hits. Anyways, but the one thing I'm very concerned about is, in fact, the ammunitions. Is there really less ammunition in this game? My answer to you is no. No, there's not. I always find plentiful of ammunitions. Now you might say, but didn't you just say like 5 minutes ago that you ran out of ammo for a boss fight? Yes, I did. Now, why did I run out of ammo for that boss fight? It's because I had very little ammo to begin with. The amount of ammo you can carry in this game is very minimal on Ranger mode. So what I'm thinking is that they didn't reduce the amount of ammunition in this game, but instead they reduced the amount of total ammunition you can carry. That's what I'm thinking they did. I'm not sure, don't quote me on it, but it felt like that. I'm running out of ammunition very quick. However, I'm also able to replenish ammunition extremely fast. So I don't know what they meant by less ammunition, because very rarely, that was the only one time do I actually run out of ammunition for both of my weapons. Okay, so let's talk about weapons. I went with the shotgun and the pistol throughout the entire, I would say first beginning half the game. So 6 hours of gameplay is just straight up shotgun and revolver. I upgrade the shotgun a little bit with a sight and a long barrel, and upgrade the revolver with a sight, a silencer, and a stock. So that's all I did. And then later on I have the red laser sight for the shotgun. Then after that I found the amazing SMG that completely owns up the pistol, and I replaced the pistol with that because it shoots faster, it does roughly the same amount of damage, it holds more ammunition, so it's much better in a lot of ways, and it can have a red dot sight with a silencer, with a scope. I mean, come on. So that was a very good weapon. So what I'm trying to say to you is, it's very boring. You do not switch out weapons a lot in this game. And the reason for that is because you only have 2 weapons. I remember specifically in the original Metro 2033, you have 3 weapons. An assault rifle, an SMG, and a pistol. So you carry around 3 weapons. Why did they decide to get rid of one of them and only let you carry 2? It is very puzzling. Like, I'm always trying to carry at least 1 shotgun and 1 submachine gun and 1 pistol in the original game. And I always switch between them because, you know, in the original game I also play the ranger mode and I also run out of ammunition very quickly. I have to say that since the guns in this game are very balanced, every single type of weapon choice you pick and choose is able to be used throughout the entire game without you changing it at all. Like I said, I've used a shotgun from beginning to end. I'm not kidding. You can watch. Obviously, I use a shotgun from the very beginning to the very end. So, shotguns are very good. I'm disappointed that they took out a lot of a lot of weapons. Well, I can only think of 2. Yeah, I can only think of 2, so I shouldn't say a lot. So 2 weapons: the automatic shotgun, the heavy machine shotgun, and the electric sniper rifle, the double barrel electric sniper rifle. So those are the 2 things that they took out. Very disappointed. I wish they were still in there because I love the automatic shotgun. That's amazing. So I don't know why I took that out there. I would have replaced my shotgun with that any day. But yeah. Okay, before we move on and give you the conclusion of this thought, I would say a little bit more about the ranger mode. Wait, I didn't talk about one thing about the gameplay, did I? Sneaking. Okay, so in ranger mode, it is highly recommended that you sneak and stealth throughout the entire game. And that's what I did. I stealthed throughout most of the game. Some parts I messed up and I restarted some parts, but then I later on just find it very tedious to just restart because I messed up. So I just completely, if I mess up, I kill everything. And it's harder, but not really. Let me tell you something. I played Metro 2033 on Ranger mode. That was brutal. That was absolutely brutally hard. However, this Ranger mode is absolutely brutally easy. Holy crap, is it easy. Boss fights in this game are hard only because they have minions around them. Without minions, boss fights are actually very easy. So if you have to put minions into a boss fight to make it hard, then that boss is not hard at all. So, I have to say that Ranger mode, it's a must. Why wouldn't you play on Ranger mode? It's so easy. Just watch. I did it on Ranger mode without cheating or anything, and I was able to beat it. So, it's really easy. I don't know what else to say. Ranger mode is not hard at all, which is very disappointing because on the first Metro 2033, it was brutally hard for me. Maybe because I was younger and stupider, but I don't know. Maybe that's the case. I highly doubt it, but it felt a lot harder for the original game. Okay, so stealth mechanics. Stealth mechanics in this game is very weird. Okay, a lot of situations in this game to where you can just stealth up, basically crouching down, walk right up to the enemy, like directly at him, and then stab him in the face. Like you are literally a feet in front of your enemy and he can't see you. Yeah. It's stupid. A lot of situations in this game, the AI is very dumb. A lot of situations in this game, the AI is extraordinarily smart. Being especially on some situations where AI can just see through walls, yeah, bad. And on some situations where AI can't see you at all because you're crouching out in a corner and you're surrounded by darkness. Even though it's still pretty easy to spot you in real life, the AI cannot see you, which is very odd even though they're standing like 3 feet right in front of you looking directly into your eyes. So yeah, there's a problem with that. And so since the AI is very stupid when you're in stealth mode, you can probably go around and just knife everybody to death. However, if you get spotted, the AI is amazing. They will be able to shoot you from like through like a nook in the wall and a crack in the board. I'm not even kidding. They are able to shoot through those things and hit you. It is ridiculous how good that is. So the two varies very much. If you're in stealth mode and you're able to keep it, AIs are extremely dumb and stupid. If you break stealth mode or you're getting spotted, AIs are extremely smart and able to hit you from like extraordinarily precision. So problem with that. So since we're talking about problems anyways, let's talk about some bugs that I ran into. The biggest one I can think of on top of my head is obviously that armored mole rat boss bug. I lost to it the first time. If you remember, I lost to that on the first time. And on the second time, I let it, well, I didn't let it. It charged me. It charged me into a wall. I glitched into the wall. It glitched through the wall and fell to its death into infinity. I'm not even kidding you. I was glitched into the wall and my body was teleporting all over the place. And water was filling up, and thank God it cut to a cutscene, which lets me free myself from being stuck inside a wall. But then I realized, where's the boss? So I look around and the only conclusion I can come up with is, well, dead. When it attacked me and I glitched into the wall, it glitched through the wall and fell into an infinite fall of death. So that boss, easy. It killed itself because of a glitch. So yeah, very bad. Other things that I can think of is, well, actually I can't think of anything else. I know I did run into a couple more bugs other than that. Like the rain effects. Yeah, sometimes the rain effects is very weird. Okay? And I would also say that, gosh, I know I run into a couple more things. Oh, the spiders. Sometimes when you shine the flashlight onto the spiders, they don't actually start burning. So that's also very weird. And enemies kind of, like, especially the mole rat or the watchdogs or watchmen or whatever you want to call them, kind of when they jump at you, they clip through your body and end up behind you. And they get like 2 free hits because, one, they jump up at you, which hits you, phase through your body, stands behind you. You turn around and hits you one more time, like 2 or 3 more times actually. So you will end up dying a lot to that. So I don't know why that happens, but it does. So this is one of those few rare times that when I play a game, I'm the one experiencing the glitches. As if you remember, like, think back on all the playthroughs that people say have glitches in them. I'm like, no, there isn't. I didn't run into any glitches. In this game, I'm running into like 3 or 4, which is ridiculous. So, in conclusion, let's review. What is good about this game? The environment is very good about this game. The graphics is extremely well done. Oh wait, I forgot to talk about the story. Well, we'll do that in the good part too, I guess. No, actually, I don't think the story is very good. We'll do that in the disappointment part. So the sound effects is also very good. Very ominous, very scary, and it fits very well with the atmosphere and the level design. And I would say the guns are very impactful, the enemies are varied, and the AI, for the most part, is very good. Except for the stealthing part of the game, to where the AI is completely dumb. So that's all I think is good about the game, okay? let's talk about what is not good. Okay, not good, not a disappointment, just not good overall. The AI. Now, I just said the AI was good. However, I also said some parts of the AI, especially when you're stealthing, the AI is very bad. So that's awful. The 4 bugs I can think of is also very bad. And I would say the voice acting for a lot of minor characters or just side conversations is also very, very bad. So those are the bad things. Let's talk about the disappointing things. The disappointment of this game is the numerous amount of levels that are just not needed. Now, I know I didn't talk about this throughout the entire thing, but it's a disappointment. There are a lot of levels in this game to where it feels like fillers. Okay? They're just fillers. If you think about it, it's just not needed in the game. Like that ghost town level, you do not need to walk through that. You didn't learn anything new. The only thing new you learn is at the very end of that entire level. And on other parts, you're just wandering through an open world and with nothing. You didn't learn anything new. The conversation that you had with your little dark one, it's nothing interesting. And they just throw in some weird mechanics into each of them, like the wind mechanic. What the fuck was that? Where the wind blows you into the water and you die? What the hell? I mean, why is that needed in the game? So I don't understand. Like, there's these numerous filler levels at the end of the game. Like, they're trying to extend the length of the game, of which you do not need to extend the length of the game. It's just very confusing to me. Like, nobody likes fillers. I always skip through fillers on all of anything I watch, especially anime, obviously. So, like, why put in fillers for a game? Okay, if your game is 6 hours long, let it be 6 hours long. I would rather spend 6 hours playing a game that is amazing, okay, and very engrossed and very effective in what it's doing, instead of spending 12 hours while 6 of them being just mindless walking around the level dealing with mechanics that does not need to be in the game, which is very stupid. Okay, so that's a very, very big disappointment. The story is another disappointment to this game. I say the story in this game is very bland. The first game was interesting because you're new to the entire thing and you're finding out a lot of background information. This game, you know all the background information. You know why you're here. What do you learn? You learn the Dark Ones are not your enemy, and there's one more left, and you need to help them. And that's the main plot of the entire thing. And then, of course, you deal with the Nazis. And you find out that they're trying to take over the entire metro. Wow, that wasn't any different from the first game. The first game, Metro 2033, is the same thing. You already know that the Nazis are trying to take over Metro. This time, they're just trying to take over Metro again by killing everybody using a bioweapon. It's nothing interesting, okay? The story in this game is not very convoluted. It's not very interesting. The ghost part of this game is not very well explained. It's not very well explored. It's not even there. Okay, it's there, but it's not like there. And like in the first game. In the first game, the ghosts are very scary, very ominous. This game, they're just there because in the first game they had it. So the story of this game is very disappointing. It's very bland. Okay, it's nothing exciting about it. Nothing like creative about the story. So overall, Metro Last Light is a good game. Don't get me wrong. It has a little bit bad and a little bit disappointing, but it was a good game. So, oh wait, one more thing. This game did last me, let's say I started playing, so it lasted me roughly between 11 to 12 hours. Okay? Minus out roughly 4 hours of just side content. Not side content, filler content. The levels that I told you that did not need to be there. Yeah, there's roughly at least 3 to 4 hours of that. So minus that out, you get roughly 8 hours of good gameplay content that makes sense to why it's there. The rest of it is just, oh, here's a level. We didn't really want to end the game right now, so here's another level. We didn't really want to end the game. Here's another level. It's like, where's my ending? Like at the very end there, it's like, okay, I'm going through another level, and then it's like, okay, this next one has to be near the end. So you find out, like, okay, it's another level, and then after that, it's another level, and then after that, it's another level, and like, oh my god, please end the game already, you know? That's how I felt at the very end I'm like, I'm expecting an ending and I'm not getting it. You're delaying the ending on purpose, which is very, very bad. So, considering all of that, I would say that this game is highly above average. However, it has a lot of bugs and a lot of disappointing things about it. So I would say, in my honest opinion, I would give this game a 7.5. A 7.5 out of 10. I can't give it an 8 because it's, like I said, repetitive gameplay. You're shooting everything. Not very exciting. Bland story. Filler content. Bugs. It's just filled with all these unnecessary things that are there, and it's filled with things that shouldn't be there. The good things does not outweigh the bad things in this. It is an above average game. However, it's not a great game. Okay? It's just okay. It's just like if you have to play it, if there's nothing else out there and you're really craving a horror, not really horror, this one is very scary, an atmospheric, I would say, an atmospheric shooter, then yes, get this. But if you don't want to waste your money, don't want to spend your money right now, then don't buy it. It's not worth that that $60 that you're gonna spend on it. It's not worth. I don't think it's actually worth that much money. If this drops down to $50, I would say yes, get it. But right now, I say you should either go out and rent it, buy it used, or just not. It is so far a very bland game. Fun in some parts, but very boring in a lot of parts. And a lot of decisions that they decided to go with in this game are not my cup of tea per se. So okay. Wow, I've gone through a lot about that, and my throat is now quite sore. So, thank you for watching and following this entire playthrough, and thank you for following me or subscribing to me and watching my playthroughs. I'm glad that you sit through this entire review, basically, or my thoughts, and I hope it helped you to understand that if you want to get this game or not. Without further ado, I say farewell. And I will see you guys after my vacation and in my next playthrough. So thank you for